Hey, okay, so you're going to watch a real live host coaching call. I always set up the time to call my hosts. My posts start on Friday, so I actually start contacting. I look at my calendar and I check who my hosts are for that week, and I contact them on Monday and reach out, and I schedule a time either on Monday or Tuesday, whichever one works best for them, to be able to do a host coaching call where I just basically cover the expectations. It's really great at relationship building and just making sure that you're on the same page so that you can have a great party. So I reach out and set a time with them. I personally call my hosts using Facebook Messenger audio because then I don't have to look up their number, so it saves me time. And then I don't get screened because it's not a, oh, I didn't recognize your number, I'm so sorry. This way they are able to know exactly what is going on. And then I go through my host coaching steps. Now, there are basically 5 things that you're going to cover in your house coaching. Okay, the first thing that I cover is going to be invites, how to get invited people to their guests. I need them to build attendance. Typically, if you're struggling with your parties, whether that's in sales, bookings, recruits, whatever it might be, we're going to go all the way back to how did we host coach and what did attendance look like? Okay. The second thing I talk to them about is kind of my expectation for them to be involved. I expect them to be connected, that there's a party, that they are involved and are being a good party host, and kind of what that looks like in a virtual setting. The third thing I talk to them about is a wish list. You're going to find that especially in a virtual party, they aren't necessarily really booking for that hot ticket item that they want. They're booking because they wanted to help their friend. It was fun. They thought it'd be easy, but I need them to be attached to wanting things because I need them to care how much free product they're getting. So get an idea. Are they looking to get a high dollar item, revamp their kitchen? What is it that they want? Okay, really connect with them on that. The next thing I talk to them about is bookings. I expect that I do such an awesome job that they would refer me out to their friends. Okay. So we're going to work to get some bookings, and I kind of work through that with them. And then the last thing I talk to them about is the business opportunity. Okay. Plant that seed. I sent them a host packet in the mail. And so they got a little handwritten card for me that talks about the business starting. They've got a flyer in there. I'm starting to plant those seeds and go through because your hosts are your next most likely recruits and teammates. So this relationship building in this phone call really starts here. Hey, is now still a good time?
Yes, sorry, my other call ran long, and so they
Oh
wanted
no.
to be extremely chatty today.
I always laugh. I had a bunch of back-to-back calls doing this earlier today, and I was like, "Oh man!" I was like, "I mean, I give myself usually 15 minutes. It usually takes less than 10." But I had one gal that we started chatting about a return or something she needed, and I was like, "Oh crap, that screwed up my whole day."
Yeah, I deal with that every day. And so I'm in Oregon and I'm on the coast, and it's
Mm-hmm.
cold here today.
Oh yeah.
And I was regulated to my room yesterday because my youngest daughter had to have a COVID test.
Oh
And
man, right.
so I got sent to my room. So
You're like, I
my
got grounded.
expectations, yeah, exactly. That's what I told her earlier. I said, now I know how this feels. But she was cleared earlier. Her test came
Oh
back
god.
negative. So,
Oh, thank goodness, right?
but I decided just to stay right here in my room because, it's almost 1 o'clock.
You're like, I'm just gonna hide. It's probably gonna be more productive this way. No problem. I just want to make sure, especially with the time zones. I'm like, usually I do a pretty good job of counting back or doing what I need to do, but I was like, oh crud, did I get it wrong?
Yeah.
No problem. Well, perfect. Well, everything else that we do, it's really easy to be done through Facebook Messenger, but this first call where I kind of explain the rhyme and reason behind my madness is just way easier to do on the phone. So I appreciate you taking time out for me today. So the first thing that we'll do is I will actually get your Facebook group all set up. It'll be ready this afternoon for you, and I'll get you invited to it. And then your number one job as the host is going to be invites. Okay. It doesn't matter if it's a birthday party, wedding shower, pampered chef party. We want people at the party, right?
Right.
So the easiest way to do this is going to be from your phone. And so I'll get you invited to the group. And then if you just scroll to the top of the group, you're going to see this little blue invite button. Okay. And I've been joking around with people. You're going to pass out that blue invite button like it's Oprah passing out toilet paper during a shortage. Like everybody wants them, right? Everybody gets them. So being able to send that out, what that blue invite button is going to do then is it's going to do 2 things for your guests. The first thing it's going to do is it's going to send them a little notification. So like that little bell will ring on Facebook, right? The majority of your people won't actually see that. The second thing it does is it puts them in what's called preview mode. So I want you to picture if people were coming over to your house for a cooking party and they were coming over and standing on your front lawn and they were looking in through a window and trying to see what was going on. Now, some of your friends will look in through the window, go, oh, that's a Pampered Chef party, and they'll walk right in through the front door because they've been there before, they know what's going on. The majority of your friends will be confused on the front lawn, right? So our goal is going to be to get those people that want to come inside. So that's going to be where the second part of our invite process comes through. So I'm going to get you a little message to send out. And our goal, again, is going to be to send this out to as many people as possible individually without it taking you forever and without it looking spammy. So I've got a trick for you. So what we'll do is the message that I'll give you, you're just going to copy and paste it right back to me in Messenger. And what that's going to do is it's going to trick Facebook into thinking that you wrote it. So then when you go in and hit that little forward button, it won't look like a forward, but you'll be able to send it out to people individually without it taking you a really long time. You know how like Aunt Gertrude is sending us the 55th image of the world ending and we don't even open the message? Okay, we do not want that happening to your invites. So there's just that little trick with that copy and paste. Again, a reminder, you do not have to remember all of this. It'll come in through instructions. And I even have a little video with that. But just, one of those, that way when it comes in, you'll be like, oh yeah, she said that and that was important. You'll notice that your instructions, as they come in, they're not very difficult and they're not time consuming, but they are very intentional. I have a very specific reason why I say, hey, copy and paste this first. So what'll happen then is your friend will get this individual message from you that has the link to the group in it. And so then when they see it, they can see if they want to join, they'll click on that link and it's kind of like them walking through your front door. It's just an easier way to help them be part of the party if they want to be part of it. Our goal is going to be to get between 40 to 50 people to go check it out. When you get 40 to 50 people to say, sure, I'll go look at things, you're going to notice you're going to get between 15 to 20 people to order. That's going to be sitting around about $1,000 party, which is a really nice shopping spree for you. So those are kind of the numbers that we check and what that looks like, and I'll kind of steer you in that direction to make sure that we have a good time. Okay, let's see. Second thing is it's a party. I want you to have fun. So enjoy yourself. You can play the games, you can interact, you can post your favorite recipe. If you have a Pampered Chef story, go and post that on there. Anything like that, just feel free to be able to do that. Facebook actually notifies your friends differently when you, as their Facebook friend, post something or interact. So it's just a good thing to be able to be in there. I post, I'll send you little homework things like, hey, go post this picture or go send this out or whatever that might look like. So even if you have a really crazy busy day at work or whatever, it's really easy to look really involved in your party.
Good deal.
Yeah, I was going to say, I had one person once that they were like, man, there's no way I can host. So-and-so was so good. I'm like, girl, all she did was copy paste things I sent her. She was like, what? She looked amazing. I'm like, I know. It's my job to make you look good. So being able to get that in will be able to help. And again, if we were to compare this to a cooking party, you wouldn't like invite people over and then like go binge Netflix in the bedroom. That'd be weird. They would be like, she just left us with this woman and she's not even here. This is very strange. So just to be able to kind of have that idea. Another thing you're going to notice is I actually have you what's in called a block party. So you're going to notice there are a few other hosts and their friends enjoying the party as well in the group. And what I've noticed, I've been doing these for about a year now, and Facebook loves these. Basically, they see a bunch of different people interacting together that aren't really connected, and they leave us alone. They go, oh, that's one of those social communities, and they just let me do my job. So it keeps me out of Yeah, it keeps me out of Facebook jail, which is great because if I go to jail, I cry and I get creative and I always bust out, but it's real sad. It's real sad for us during your party. And then basically your friends just kind of get a chance to have a better party experience because there's so much more engagement and involvement. But you are earning your own host rewards, everything like that. So don't, it'll say, did Carolyn invite you? Click here. And they'll be able to see, your name and everything like that with a link, and you're earning your own rewards. But I just warn you with that because I don't want you to like get into the party group when you have time to invite people and be like, I'm amazing. I don't even know what I did, but there's like 80 people in here. I'm the bomb. I'm going to get like $1 billion because they might not all be your friends. So we want to make sure that we know, and I actually send you a little picture so that you can like easily track, okay, how many of these people are mine? Have I hit my goal, my guest goal? How am I doing? Because we want to make sure that people that are in there will click on your link and order from you. Okay, so that is that wish list item. Is there anything in particular that you're like, ooh, I really want to get this. This is what I want.
wow. Let me look. It's been a hot minute since I looked, and I've bought a few things here and there lately.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you get did your host packet make it in the mail yet?
well, I haven't checked my mail since last Friday because I left Saturday.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
Yep. So it probably, my hope is that it made it there this weekend. So if not, the snails are bringing it, but that's something to look forward to in there. So there'll be a catalog there. Feel free, like I say, like highlight it, puppy dog ear it. You can pass it out to people or whatever that want to order, anything like that. But that'll be able to give you a chance to be able to look at things. In that packet, you're going to see there's actually a little checklist that I have for you, that you're going to be able to earn some extra bonuses from me. And one of the ways to check off one of the items on that list is just to make a digital wish list. So that's something you can look forward to be able to make that. And then of course you'll be able to find your goodies, everything with that. The next thing that we'll look at, we're going to have that little bonus checklist to get some goodies for me. And one of the other ways to earn some extras, I always say, I hope I do such a good job making this really easy for you and profitable that you would refer me out to your friends. So we are going to work to get 3 bookings from your party. When you get 3 bookings, I'm actually going to gift you your host shipping. So you're going to get that for free from me. And then there's actually a little, like one of the tasks that I send you throughout the week, which is typically where all of our bookings come from. When you do that task, you're going to get to cross off a little square on that host bonus checklist. And at everybody's party, you're going to get a really deep discount. You're going to be able to get a significant % off of your order, any of the other items left on your wish list. So sometimes people add, to their cookware collection of their knives, one party at a time, because it just works out really well for that. So that's just a really great way to add some other goodies to your wish list if you find out that it got out of control, to be able to get a really good discount. And then the last thing I always say is, it's not my job to judge, it's just my job to give information. So in that packet, you're going to see there's some information on our new consultant kits, and you can actually use some of the product that you earn as a host to get a new consultant kit for less. Or sometimes I have people that I go, you know what? I was kind of thinking about it. How about if we just have this party be my party and we just go ahead and get you signed up and go through. So I'm going to plant that little bug in your ear. That's in there. I love helping people get started. I always tell people I was the person that I had 2 jobs already. An 11-month-old sitting on my lap at this cooking party. I didn't know what Pampered Chef was, and I didn't like how to cook. So no one would have looked at me and been like, I know, pick her. She has all this extra time and will stick around for like a decade. So it's just kind of a chance that, I never know who's looking for a little bit of extra side cash. Okay, I think that is the majority of it. You're going to, like I said, instructions will kind of come one at a time. I start my parties on Friday and Saturday, so we're going to work the next couple days here to get everybody in. Friday and Saturday, you'll see lots of fun and games, different party posts, silly posts. Sunday through Wednesday is typically like the meat and potatoes, the products, being able to get some recipes and some tips. Wednesday night, we'll do like our, hey, last call, did you want anything? Thursday, hopefully you'll kind of know what your host rewards are and you'll be able to shop. And then of course, last minute Lucy, who couldn't possibly get out of bed to get her credit card, will ask you, can I still order? Of course she can, we'll get that in. And then my goal will be to close it all out for you on that next Friday. So that's kind of the flow and kind of what you can expect. Okay, do you have any questions for me?
None that I know of.
Okay, thank you so much, Carolyn. I appreciate your time. We will connect, and like I said, you'll see that information come for me probably this later this afternoon, if not this evening. And if all goes to heck, then you'll see it in the morning. But you'll see it come in for me with that next instruction.
Sounds so good.
All right, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.
All right,
okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
So I know that I get stressed out making a phone call. I 100% would much rather send messages or things like that. Typically, I've got my kids running around in the background. It's kind of chaotic. But you'll see just from that talking back and forth, some of the giggling, some of the things that go on, my personality being able to come through and connect with her even being able to start the call, talking a little bit about her work life, and family. It's just your relationship building and being able to connect with them so that you can know how to serve is really, really important and a crucial part of our business. We can't force you how to host coach. You've got to do what's right for you. And you might be saying, Trina, oh my word, like you talked so fast and there were so many things and there's no way I can do that. There's a script. It's a script. Now I wrote the script and I do this 6 to 8 to 10 times a week. So like I have done that phone call 5 times today already. So yeah, I'm good at it. I don't need to look at anything. I know what's going on. I know the stories and the silly anecdotes and the things that I say because they're all very me. So while you get started, use the script, read the script. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Your host is going to go, huh, it sounds like she's reading from something. So it sounds like she's supported and has resources. I wonder if I could do this too. Right? Okay. So just being able to really connect and do that. Also, it makes you don't forget things. Like I forget things. There was someone earlier today that I was like, cred. I was like, I forgot to tell her I forgot to go over her wish list. I forgot to ask her what she wanted. Okay. And I didn't realize that until I did my next call. And I was like, oh, I didn't talk with, this person about that. So just being able to be genuinely you, connecting, do not skip the host coaching step, no matter how you do it. Don't skip it. These days leading up to the party are the crucial part. I'm going to be working with her to get attendance. I have expectations set for what's going in. We're going to work to get attendance. We're going to do some of those virtual party training tips that I know to help get people in and do all these things, right? The host coaching script tells you, what do you send them? How do you send them? How do you help them get their attendance up? Okay, the host coaching document will tell you how to do that. Either find it in Goal Crushers under the units or ask your director what document they should be using. But guys, like that's where my money is made. If I can get all the people into the party, then I know that the rest of the system that I have in place is going to work. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. You'll also notice I'm very animated. If I wasn't recording, typically I'm wandering back and forth in the house so that my body language can help my voice, so that my host can hear that I'm excited about this party, that I'm confident and know what I'm doing. And the reality is the more you do these calls, the easier they get because you're comfortable and your body isn't panicking with, oh my word, I have to talk to someone on the phone. Okay, I'm sweating. Okay, what's going on? Okay, you're able to just be able to figure out what you need to do and get it done. I remember during Christmas, there's typically a lull where I didn't have any hosts, like after the Christmas cutoff. So there's a couple weeks there where I'm not holding traditional parties. And then at the beginning of January, this last year, I had like a ton of cancellations. And I was like, oh my word. I thought I had my calendar set. So it was like a month before I had parties going and where I was getting into my regular system. And I remember going to do my first host coaching call after 4 weeks off. And I was like, my heart, I'm so nervous. And then I realized, Trina, you have done this a billion times. Like your body has to be trained that you're not in danger. You're just going to talk to another human being. It's going to be okay. You might stumble over your words. You might forget something. It's okay. Okay. So just being able to connect with that, go out and host coach and serve them well.